You're in a relationship and you do not know when your partner is going to propose to you and you're a bit confused, this message is for you. You see, most women date to marry. Women are interested in commitment, other than those who just want to have fun or doing it for money. Majority of women will date men that they can potentially marry. Compared to men do not care. Men do not really care about commitment once they are fully ready. Are you getting my point? So marriage is like a contract that a man gives to a woman. Be like, have this, and you've passed the test in the relationship, and I think we are compatible. And he gives her the contract. It's the woman's choice to accept or decline. And there's one thing a lot of women do not know. If you coerce a man into marriage, he gets scared. Men are scared when you force them into marriage. You'll be like, why are you in a hurry? Why are you so interested in marriage? That is what a lot of women do not know. Now let's see what a survey has to say. This was a survey that was conducted. Now let's look at this chart above. As you can see, relationship between 0 to 1 year, it has 20% chances of leading to marriage. So you see some ladies will be like, once I date a man within 6 months and he doesn't get married, I'm going to dump him. And I go ask you, auntie, let me say in the next 5 years, you don't date about 10 men. Because you cannot force a man to get married to you. You understand? I'm not saying you won't see a man that will marry you under 6 months or under 3 months. It is there, but the chances are slim. It is not really realistic. It happens, but it's not common. You understand? So banking on probability with 20%, man, it's really a risk. Now, the best time that men propose to women is within 2 to 5 years. You can see on the screen, it has 90% chance. So if you've been in a relationship from 2 to 5 years, that is the best time that men decide that I want to marry this lady. And he proposes, he gives her the contract. But then as you go further, from 6 years above, it begins to decline to 40%. 6 to 9 years, it declines. From 7 years above, it declines. So the longer you stay, once you stay in a relationship for more than 5 years, the possibility of marriage declines back to 20 or less than 20%. So the best time is between 2 to 5 years. And some of you will ask, does a long-term relationship lead to stable marriage? You see some women come online to brag that, oh, my husband just saw me and he proposed to me. Within 3 months, we got married. But to give it time. Look at what data has to say. As you can see on the screen. Those who got married that dated within less than 1 year and they got married within 1 year, they have 35% chances of divorce. The risk is high when you get married within 1 year. Because at this stage, you do not really know yourself. You don't actually know if you are compatible. Now, this kind of thing, they go enter marriage, you go see now. They go say, okay, when we get to marriage, we start getting to know ourselves. Problem, you come kata, both bars, everywhere go scatter because you not really get time to date to understand yourself. You might just rush into marriage. It's very risky to marry within 1 year. Very, very risky. Then let's see those who dated between 1 to 3 years. You see, there's 20% divorce risk. The divorce risk declines. Because at this stage, you both understand yourself. You both realize, okay, I'm compatible. You both you make the choice to get married. You have the same value, the same vision. You know yourself very well. So at this dating period, courtship, it leads to lesser divorce risk. But if you now proceed from 5 years above, the divorce rate increases to 25%. You see at this stage, you see person who don't date girl for like 10 years, 15 years. Like you don't engage her, you never marry her. Then at the end of the day, they'll come married. You have higher chances of divorce. Because then they do not marry out of love. They married out of convenience. They'll be like, okay, I've dated this girl for a long time. I don't want to waste her time. I don't want to disappoint her. I can marry her out of pity. The girl will be like, oh, I've given this man my youth. We've dated for long. I have done a series of abortion for him. I've sacrificed a lot. I think I should marry him. They come marry. You see the person go date for like 10 years. When they marry within 6 months, 5 months, they don't divorce. This is data. You have to follow data. We use past experience to predict the future, and this is where data comes in. Use this information to guide your relationship and know when to propose and when not to, and when to expect proposal and when not to. I remain your 5 years